Imagine this. The king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, who shook the world with his music, didn't actually leave us in 1977. What if he's alive, hiding in plain sight, living a humble life as a pastor named Bob Joyce? Today we dive into the shocking truth as Pastor Bob Joyce himself finally addresses the swirling rumors about his true identity. Could this be more than just a wild fan theory? From eerie physical resemblances to mysterious mannerisms, there's something about Pastor Joyce that has captivated countless fans worldwide. As we unravel this mystery, prepare to question everything you thought you knew. Is it possible that Elvis lives on? Stick around, because by the end, you may just be convinced. 5. The unbelievable resemblance. As we delve deeper, one thing is immediately striking: the uncanny resemblance between Pastor Bob Joyce and Elvis Presley. Take a close look at their facial structure, and you'll see high, prominent cheekbones that carve out similar contours in each of their faces. Both men have a distinctive, strong chin that adds to their striking profile, making them memorable at first glance. Even the subtle arch of their eyebrows is nearly identical, casting a familiar expression that has led fans to wonder if this could truly be a coincidence. These physical similarities alone have left countless people asking, could Pastor Bob really be Elvis in disguise? But it's not just their looks that have raised eyebrows. Pastor Bob shares peculiar habits with the late king that only add fuel to this mysterious fire. One habit in particular has captured fans' attention and imaginations alike: a specific way of scratching his left ear. There are countless video clips of Elvis making this gesture, and now, remarkably, we see Pastor Bob doing the exact same thing. Is it just a harmless, unconscious action? Or could it be the lingering remnants of Elvis's familiar mannerisms? Even more intriguing, these habits seem so second nature, making it hard to dismiss them as random or unintentional. With all of these striking similarities, we're left with a haunting question. Are we looking at two different men who just happen to resemble each other? Or is there something deeper at play? We invite you to look closely at these details and decide for yourself. Could all of this simply be coincidence? Or is it possible that the king has found a way to live on through the quiet life of Pastor Bob Joyce? Stick around as we dive into even more compelling evidence in the next section. This mystery is just beginning to unfold. The voice that lives on. As if the physical resemblance wasn't enough, there's another element that keeps fans hooked and intrigued: Pastor Bob's voice. Those who've listened to him preach and sing gospel songs can't help but notice the striking similarity to Elvis's unmistakable, soulful tone. It's a voice that doesn't just fill a room, it resonates, bringing a kind of warmth and depth that Elvis's fans will remember well. There's a familiar southern charm, a cadence, and a timbre that carries echoes of the king of rock himself. Is it possible that a voice as iconic as Elvis's could somehow find its way into the heart of a humble pastor? The uncanny resemblance goes beyond just sound. It's about the passion and the style that comes alive whenever Pastor Bob sings. Fans have taken it upon themselves to create side-by-side comparisons, analyzing every note, every vibrato, and every heartfelt phrase, and the results are nothing short of chilling. In one clip, Pastor Bob sings a gospel song with such emotion and soul that it's easy to imagine Elvis himself up on stage, immersed in the same heartfelt performance. The similarities are almost eerie. This isn't just an imitation. There's an authenticity, a rawness that feels genuine, as if we're hearing the same spirit pour out in a new form. Those who listen are left wondering, is the king really gone? Or could he still be singing to us through Pastor Bob? All of this brings us to a tantalizing possibility. Could Elvis Presley's voice really live on? Is it possible that, through Pastor Bob's songs, we're hearing a timeless sound, one that refuses to fade into memory? This captivating mystery goes beyond mere resemblance. It taps into a powerful notion that perhaps the king is still with us, in spirit if not in form. As we continue exploring, let's delve into the deeper, more profound ways these men share a love for gospel music and the striking similarities that keep this theory alive. Get ready. This story is only growing more intriguing. 3. Shared passion for gospel music. The connection between Pastor Bob Joyce and Elvis Presley goes far beyond physical resemblance and vocal similarities. It extends deep into their shared passion for gospel music. Elvis, known worldwide as the King of Rock, often spoke about how gospel music was his first love. He turned to it for comfort, for joy, and for spiritual connection. It was the genre where he found his voice, long before fame entered his life. For Pastor Bob, gospel music isn't just part of his ministry, it's a deeply personal expression of faith, mirroring the way Elvis once poured his soul into each note. This profound devotion to gospel songs binds them in a way that words alone can't fully express. Could this shared passion be more than just a coincidence? Adding to the intrigue, fans have noted another striking parallel: the way both men handle a guitar. Elvis had a distinct, almost reverent way of playing, infusing his performances with a sense of rhythm and soul that few could replicate. He didn't just strum, he communicated through each chord, each string, as if the music itself was a prayer. Remarkably, Pastor Bob exhibits that same heartfelt style, often seen playing his guitar with a quiet intensity and reverence that feels undeniably familiar. It's not just the songs he chooses or the way he performs them, it's the feeling behind each strum, echoing that unforgettable connection Elvis had with his audience. It's enough to make anyone stop and wonder, are we watching the continuation of the King's musical journey? The shared love for gospel music brings an added layer of mystery to this tale, weaving their stories together in a way that feels almost fated. Here we have two men, one a global icon and the other a humble pastor, both captivated by the same spiritual melodies, both using their talents to inspire and uplift those around them. This profound musical connection has left fans speculating, linking each performance, each song choice, as another hint that the King may indeed be closer than we think. As we continue, we'll dive even further into the powerful evidence fueling these theories and the compelling reasons fans believe Elvis's spirit might live on in Pastor Bob. Hold on, because the next clues are only going to deepen the mystery. 2. The most unbelievable clues? The mystery deepens with an extraordinary set of clues. Small yet unmistakable details that seem to link Pastor Bob Joyce to Elvis Presley in ways too striking to ignore. Take, for instance, the way Pastor Bob moves his hands when he speaks, and his subtle, often playful gestures. Elvis had a charismatic stage presence, often using his hands and body language to convey warmth, humor, and energy to his audience. Pastor Bob, in his own humble way, exhibits these same mannerisms. The way he lifts his hand with that familiar wave, or the way his fingers rest on his guitar during moments of contemplation, mirrors Elvis's every move. Even his humor, casual, sometimes witty, and unmistakably charming, seems to align with the King's renowned playfulness. For fans, these similarities are more than just quirks. They feel like echoes of a presence that refuses to fade. Then there's the truly astonishing detail that has captivated believers everywhere: the similarities in their dental structure. As those close to Elvis would know, he had some distinctive dental work, including the slight gap between his front teeth, which he later adjusted to polish his onstage look. Strangely enough, Pastor Bob's teeth, even down to their shape and alignment, bear a striking resemblance to Elvis's dental work after it was fixed. What's more, Pastor Bob first started gaining attention shortly after Elvis's death in 1977, adding to the intrigue. Fans argue that if someone wanted to begin a new life away from fame, timing would be crucial. Could it be that these dental similarities and the timing of Pastor Bob's emergence hint at a carefully planned transition? All of this brings us to a theory that has captivated the minds of countless fans. Project Blue Suede, rumored to be a hidden operation designed to help Elvis escape his overwhelming fame and start a new life. This project has become a beacon for those who believe that Elvis lives on as Pastor Bob. According to believers, Project Blue Suede enabled the King of Rock to step out of the public eye in a way that no one would suspect, swapping the limelight for a quiet spiritual existence. Could this mysterious project explain why Pastor Bob appeared just a few years after Elvis's alleged passing, embodying so many of the same traits? Hold on to your seats, as we're about to uncover even more astonishing evidence that will keep you guessing about whether Elvis Presley really found a new life as Pastor Bob Joyce. 1. The shocking truth revealed. As we approach the climax of this mystery, It's time to reveal a shocking twist that has left fans reeling. Over the years, Pastor Bob Joyce has occasionally made subtle comments and gestures that seem to acknowledge these swirling theories, almost as if he's dropping hints to those paying close attention. Whether through an offhand remark or a knowing smile when asked about his past, Pastor Bob has a way of engaging with the curiosity surrounding him that feels both mysterious and intentional. Some say he's even acknowledged certain coincidences in a way that's hard to interpret as mere chance. Could these be signs, gentle nods to a past life that he carries with him still? For those who believe, each subtle hint feels like a confirmation, a breadcrumb leading back to the legendary Elvis Presley. Imagine for a moment the impact of such a revelation. What would it mean if Elvis Presley, a cultural icon who once ruled the world stage, really did choose to leave it all behind and re-emerge as a humble pastor? For Elvis to have taken on a quiet life of faith and service after years of fame and adulation would be a powerful testament to the possibility of rebirth and redemption. It paints a picture of a man who, despite the temptations and turbulence of fame, found a way to reconnect with his true self, the man behind the legend. It's a story of transformation, of finding peace not in adoring crowds, but in a quiet, spiritual existence, one where he could serve in a different way, bringing comfort and inspiration to those around him. Now let's turn the question to you, the viewer. Does this theory make you wonder about the nature of fame, the pressures it brings, and the longing for a second chance that even the most celebrated figures might feel? Could someone like Elvis, who seemed to have it all, truly be happy starting anew in an unassuming role, free from the public eye? This story challenges us to rethink what we believe about second chances and the human spirit's desire for peace. So what do you think? Could the King of Rock have traded his crown for a life of quiet purpose? Share your thoughts, subscribe for more mysteries, and join us in exploring the endless possibilities of this incredible tale. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Could the King of Rock truly be living on through this humble pastor, or is it all just an intriguing coincidence? The clues we've explored have sparked countless questions and theories, and now it's your turn to weigh in. Share your thoughts, theories, and opinions in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation alive. Don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories where legends and mysteries come together in ways you never imagined. Your insights are what make this journey even more thrilling, so let's dive into this mystery together. This video was made possible thanks to your various forms of support. Simply watching it is a contribution to creating more content. And of course, there are those who contribute even more by using the thanks feature or by becoming channel members, who also play a significant role. So what are your thoughts on this? Sound off in the comments section down below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for celebrity news and updates every day.